Hey, what's up guys? I got something special for your ass today. This is the Tract Toric 4-20 by 50. First focal plane, super freaking badass. Look at this damn thing. The finish, the glass, the reticle. It is a pure badass. I came up with a new test trying to trip this damn thing up and still couldn't mess it up. This scope is an optical beast. No other way around it. All right, enough talking. Straight to the range. Let me show you how this bad son of a bitch tested out at the range. Let me show it to you up close, and let me show you why this may be your next scope purchase. It's that nice, and I'm not bullshitting. Here we go. All right, now to start out with, look at the finish on this thing. Let's go to the mil radian target. Look at that. That's 100 yards. Look at every dot, left, right, up, and down. It matches exactly. They nailed it when they put this damn thing together. All right, now the first off that we're going to do is the magnification point of impact test. Turn it up and down to make sure there's no shift. There's not. Any shift that you see here is just from me turning the magnification up and down, but it's dead nuts on. There's a quick look at the illumination. Here comes the point of impact shift on the focus knob. Now, a lot of scopes like this do exhibit some type of a shift. This one's nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing. Look at that. The Tract Optics guys are making a believer out of my big ass after playing with this scope. It is so much fun to mess with something that is such high quality. Here comes the vertical tracking. Now, since this scope is not a budget scope, I decided to hell with it. I'm going to run it up and down several times. I'm going to kind of torture this thing a little bit. Again, touchdown. Here comes the horizontal. It'll be doing the same thing. Back and forth 3 or 4 times. Let's see if it'll stick the landing like a good gymnast, like I know this damn thing will. Next, we're fixing to hit this thing with the box test, and that'll be all of the basic tests that I normally do. And then I'm going to show you the new test that I came up with just for this scope. Now, I wouldn't have done this on anything else, but this thing exhibited so much precision that every time I took it to the range, I couldn't resist. I'm fixing to check the turret values from top to bottom on this target. Now, the left-hand side of this is done in mils. Check that out. I'm turning it 1 mil at a time, and watch how it dead centers the line. It's absolutely perfect every time I did it. Now, here comes the biggie, the mighty nipple twister.
For the love of God, make him stop!
This is the favorite test that I do on my scopes. I just randomly twist and crank and jerk on these turrets and see where they end up. I started out right in the center of that dot. Let's see how they end up. Right there's my fire starter where I'm just whipping back and forth on them as fast as I can. Believe me when I tell you, a lot of scopes will not go back to where they started. Check this one out. All right, watch me do the windage, get it back to 0. Here comes the vertical. I'm off by 1 turn. How about that shit? All right, now that you've seen what this thing will do, let's look at it up close. I'm just going to start out showing you the outside of the box. I do not do unboxing videos. They cause hard feelings between family members. But here's what comes in it. It's got some plastic caps that go over the end of the scope. That's your 0 lock, and you'll see that a little closer here in a minute. And there's the eyepiece we'll start out with. Cranks very, very smoothly. The entire back end of it is made out of rubber, so it gives you a lot of protection. The variable power ring is the same way, and I like the fact that the stud that sticks up on it doesn't stand up so high. The ones that do stand up so high, you mess around and bust your knuckles a few times with a bolt action rifle, that won't seem so cool anymore. The side parallax adjustment goes down to 25 yards, and it turns very, very smoothly, as it should in a scope that costs what this scope cost. But believe me, it's worth every penny. The illumination on it has 11 steps with an off in between each step. There's a quick look at it inside. I wasn't able to do it at the range because it was so bright that day. Now, to change the battery in it, all you have to do is unscrew the cap. It just takes a normal 2032 lithium battery. Everything is sealed in O-rings on this scope, including the turret that clicks in 1/10 mil radian per click. Check that. How solid does that sound? And it feels the same way. And I love the long throw lock on this thing. A lot of the push-pull turret locks that don't move as far as this does, you can't visually look at it and see that it's locked. With these you can. By the way, no slop, no play, nothing. It feels like it's got a little give, but it's simply because it's up so high. Now to put the zero lock on, all you have to do is undo that screw, again sealed with O-ring, and when you take it apart, check that out. Nothing but machined brass and aluminum. Now to put it inside there, there's a little stud on the bottom of the zero lock, and there's a matching stud in the bottom of the turret assembly itself. You put the zero lock on to where when you turn it counterclockwise, it'll stop. Once you do, you screw all three of these little screws down to lock it. You don't have to bind down on it hard. And then put the turret back on, tighten it down, and when you get ready to set the zero lock, there it is. You unlock it to move it, turn it back, nothing, goes right back to zero. How about that? Japanese build with German shot glass. This thing's a rock star. All right, guys, there you go. I hope you enjoyed the video. You're going to see a link below to Tract. You'll also see all of the specs for this scope. Go to their website, check out what these guys have got going on. These guys are seriously trying to offer the best value, the best bang for the freaking buck on the market. As far as I can tell, they are nailing this shit. Tract optics is something I've looked at for a couple of years. This is the first time I've got a chance to test one like this. As you can see, it blew every test away. This is a killer freaking scope. No other way to put it, no other way around it. If you're looking for a scope in this price range and you're not looking at this, put it on your damn short list, and I mean now. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.